Welcome back to our greenhouse project. In the last video, with help of family and friends and a lot of recycled materials, we built almost the entire structure. So now we're getting a step closer to the greenhouse we've been dreaming of about since moving to Sweden. And with only the roof and the doors left to install, we can finally start shaping the rest of the garden around it and bring our vegetable garden plans to life.
Mag ik koffie doen? Koffie?
But first, coffee. And where better to enjoy it than in our brand new greenhouse.
Lekker vriend?
Today it is all about the raised beds. We are giving them a fresh coat of paint and, as always, Logan is eager to help. And after that we started placing them at their final heights. And for the first time we really could see the whole garden coming together. Before we could install the roof supports needed some paint first. Luckily that's the perfect job for Niels. Being tall finally has its advantages, and he could reach everything with ease. Meanwhile, I kept working on the vegetable garden, trying to bring the rest of the space together around our new greenhouse. And while we were busy with all of that, we got to welcome some new life to the farm. The eggs we had in an incubator finally started hatching. One by one, tiny little chicks made their way into the world.
Ja, hij komt nu uit, zie je dat?
Kijk,
Nee, waar komen ze uit dan?
uit de ei.
Ja.
En er is ook eieren uit de uit.
And funny enough, they weren't the only babies on the way. This fall, we will be welcoming a little brother or sister for Logan.
Baby kijken.
But now, back to the garden and back to some more of painting.
Gaat het goed?
Ja. Nou, hier nog weer even een update van alle plantjes. Want dit weekend gaan we een hoop naar buiten, naar de kast toe. Hier staan alle tomatenplantjes. Ze staan nu eigenlijk een beetje stil, dus we kunnen niet wachten om ze naar buiten te doen. En we hadden ook nog bonen gezaaid. En die hebben we gezaaid in allemaal regenpijpen. Dakgoten bedoel ik natuurlijk. Aangezien we ze er zo dan in de grond kunnen schuiven. Dus dat is echt top. Deze gaan we zo meteen naar buiten doen. Allemaal courgettes. En dan hebben we hier ook nog alle aardappels staan. Ze zijn ook al lekker aan het spruiten. Dus wie weet kunnen we dit weekend ook al lekker naar buiten doen. Nou.
Goed gedaan, vriend.
And the best part is that just one day before we were planning to buy a brand new roof, we found the perfect second-hand one on Facebook Marketplace. Honestly, sometimes things just seem meant to be.
Ik heb deze nu ook zo goed als schoon.
Wat ben je aan het doen?
Ons nieuwe dak aan het schoonmaken.
Hey.
Finding that roof meant that we could stay true to the original idea of this project. Because now, the entire greenhouse is built from recycled, reused or second-hand materials. And we absolutely love that. What started with collecting old windows 3 years ago has turned into a greenhouse that's completely built from materials that we already had alive before this.
Lukt het, schat?
Not only did we build our dream greenhouse, but we did it in a way that perfectly reflects how we love to do things. And with the roof finally in place, it was time to start working on the inside of the greenhouse. We first make sure the floor was completely level, and after a lot of digging, building and adjusting over the past week, it felt good to finally focus on the finishing touches. For the floor we used gravel. But before adding the gravel we laid down a weed barrier to help prevent unwanted growth from coming up through the floor. Once that was in place, we could start bringing in the gravel and spreading it throughout the greenhouse. It may not be the most exciting part of the project, but it instantly made the space feel cleaner and more finished and much more like a real greenhouse. The very last thing I really wanted in the greenhouse was our old kitchen countertop. Instead of throwing it away, we decided to give it a second life as a potting bench and workspace inside the greenhouse. And honestly, once we installed it, the whole space finally felt complete. Our greenhouse is finally finished.
Yeah.
And if there's one thing this project has taught us, is that you don't always need everything figured out before you start. This greenhouse began with a few old windows that people no longer wanted. No detailed plans, no perfect design, and definitely no idea of how it would all come together in the end. But little by little, piece by piece, it grew into something we are incredibly proud of. Things don't happen overnight. They grow to small steps. A lot of patience, a few setbacks, and the help of the people around you. Looking at this greenhouse now, we're not just proud of what we built. We're proud of how we built it, together, with family, friends, neighbors, and almost entirely from materials that we're giving a second chance. So here's to starting before you're ready, trusting the process and creating something you're proud of, one step at a time. Thank you for following along, and we'll see you in the next one.